Okay, Malik. So welcome back. Where we have left is basically with respect to your the last part we have discussed was with respect to industry and competitor analysis. Now we are starting with the core competency concept. Now what is a core competency? Core competency is basically some element which serve a competitive advantage to you. Yani example, to understand very core competency very clearly, you need to understand if I have a core competency, I can have a competitive advantage. Now what is a competitive advantage? If you remember, I have discussed this in first lecture. Competitive advantage means you are having an market share which is more than industry average. That is called a competitive advantage. So if you have a core competency, you can have that competitive advantage with you. Now to be very precise, when we are discussing about core competency, okay, what are the areas where core competency can be identified or conditioned to be fulfilled so that company can determine the competency as core competency? What does this mean? If these three areas you take care, okay, then you will be having a core competency. What are the three areas which we need to discuss as a core competency area? Okay, so to be very precise, these are given by C.K. Prahlad and Gary Hamel. These are the two persons who has discussed that if you take care about three areas, you will be having a core competency. Okay, yani these are not only one area should be there. It is all three areas need to be taken care. If you are taking care of all three areas, then it will be a core competency. If you are not taking care of all three areas, example, out of this three area, you are having one very good in first area, but second and third is not good, then you are not having core competency. What are these three areas? First, you should have something different in your product than other. That is first concept. That is called core competency. The first point, competitor differentiation. You should have something unique than other. Unless until you don't have a unique, you can't have a core competency, Malik. वापस बोल रहा हूँ, वापस once again I'm telling you what is meaning of core competency. Core competency are those capability. Core competency are those capability, my capability by which I can have a competitive advantage. What is a core competency? Core competency are those capability by which you can have a competitive advantage. Once again, core competency are those capability by which you can have a competitive advantage. Everybody with me? Core competency are those capability by which you can have a competitive advantage. Yani if I have those capability, I can have a good market share. So sir, what are the three things which I need to, what are the three conditions or three areas where I should have a core competency concept? So first area, you should have something different in your product than the competitor. Then you can have a core competency. The first point. Second, that difference, what your difference you have now, that difference should give value to the customer. That difference should give value to the customer. Then only you will have a core competency, Malik. Unless and until that difference does not give value to the customer, okay, even if it is different from competitor, but if it is not adding value to the customer, then why customer will prefer you? So how you will get competitive advantage? Okay, that is the second point. And third, this application of competency can be done in other market also. Example, I told you, Domino is having a good taste. Now, if I eat Domino in Calicut, if I eat Domino in Pune or Mumbai, if I eat Domino in the north side, do you think taste will differ? No, taste will same. The taste of the Domino pizza will be same. Okay, that is what they are saying. Application of competency in other markets. I can apply this competency in other market. That is called a concept of core competency. Understood, Malik? Okay, so my question is, if you are saying you are having core competency, what are the three areas you need to take care? First area, I should have a differentiation product. Yani my product should be different from my competitor. Second, that product differentiation should add value to the customer. And third, I can apply that differentiation or something in other markets also, not only in one market. If it is applicable only in one market, it is not a core competency. Atma clear, everybody? So core competency ka first point is area. Second, okay, the answer is similar. Second, the only second question is criteria. First question is condition, okay, or area. First question is area or condition, area or condition. Second is criteria. The criteria is same. What are the criteria? Three criteria. First, it should be, abhi yahan par hai na, all 3 points they have written upside down. If you read the third point, it should be difficult to imitate for competitors. Yani the product should be having some different things which should be difficult to imitate by competitor. Yani competitor should not be able to copy. Again, I am telling you, competitor will never copy or will not be able to copy. It will not happen like this. Competitor one or fine day will copy. Competitor one or fine day will copy. But how much time it may take to copy will decide how much competitive advantage you have. If they can copy easily, you can't enjoy competitive advantage, okay, for a long time. But if they can copy after a long time, you will be having a good competitive advantage. This is what exactly a context can mean to picture. So first of all, it should be difficult to imitate. It means competitive differentiation. Second, it should be having a significant contribution to the customer benefit. Yani it should add value value. And third point, it should provide potential access to wide variety of markets. Yani it should give an access to other markets also. Application of core competency in other market. These are the three criteria need to be taken. So there are two conditions for core competency. First question is condition or area. First question is condition or area. It is head point and masala. The second question is the criteria. That is what altogether you are already aware, criteria. And the third question is most important, how to build core competency. How, sir? How I can build core competency? So first of all, you need to understand, to build core competency, you require two things. To build core competency, you require two things. Okay, please understand. Okay, so whenever we discuss about core competency, if I want a condition to apply, a condition to be fulfilled for core competency, I need to be very clear. It should be different from others. Second, it should give the value to the customer. And third, it should be applicable to market. So first point, what it say? First, it should be valuable. Are you getting the concept, everybody? Okay, it should be valuable. Unless until it is not valuable, okay, so you are gone. Now, what should be the valuable? Please remember and understand this answer. How, my question kya hai? Question is how to build core competency. So to build core competency, kaan khule, everybody listen carefully. To build core competency, my resources should be valuable. My resources should be valuable. My capability should be valuable. My resources should be, resources should be, what I'm discussing, my resources should be valuable. My capability should be valuable. Okay, second, it should be rare. My resources and my capability should be rare. Okay, it should not be available to everyone. If that is available to everyone, how it is core competency? How you can say that you will having competitive advantage? It is not a core competency, nor you will be having a competitive advantage. That is the second element, that is called rare. Third, it should be a costly to imitate. Yani it is difficult to imitate. Again, I told you, can it be imitated by competitor? Answer is yes. How much time it may take to imitate will decide, okay, how much time you will be having a core competency. And next point, it should be non-substitutable. Yani substitute should not be available. If substitute is available, then it is not your core competency. Once again, I am telling you, sir, if Amit Tated is having core competency, what will happen? If Amit Tated, all three questions of core competency, again we are discussing very LDR portion for you. Okay, if Amit Tated is having core competency, what will happen with Amit Tated? If Amit Tated is having core competency, what will happen with Amit Tated? Malik, if Amit Tated is having core competency, what will happen with Amit Tated? If Amit Tated is having core competency, what will happen with Amit Tated? Amit Tated will have competitive advantage. Are you getting this concept? If Amit Tated is having core competency, Amit Tated is having core competency, Amit Tated will have competitive advantage. Are you getting the point? ये समझ में आया? Okay, now question is, first point, okay, what are the condition for core competency? तो अमित तातेड़ के पास क्या होना चाहिए so that we can identify, okay, what are the condition, what are the areas of core competency? तो first thing, Amit Tated should be having something very different. Second, it should be providing a value. And third, it should be applied in other market. Okay, what are the criteria for core competency with Amit Tated? Three things. It should have wide access of variety of markets. Second, it should give the value to customer. And third, it should be difficult to imitate. Okay, then most important, Amit Tated, how he will develop core competency. Listen carefully. If Amit Tated is having competency, okay, Amit Tated is having competency, but it is not a core competency. How Amit Tated will ensure his competency become core competency? Understanding, समझ रहा है क्या question? Understanding the question, how Amit Tated competency will convert into core competency? Four things. Okay, four things. Amit Tated will ensure his resources are valuable. His resources should be rare. His resources should be costly to imitate. His resources should be non-substitutable. तो हिज रिसोर्सेज वैल्यू, ये चार चीजें होनी चाहिए, पर ये चार चीजें किसमें होनी चाहिए? रिसोर्सेज. इट शुड बी देयर इन रिसोर्सेज. इफ अमित तातेड़ वांट्स टू कन्वर्ट इट कॉम्पिटेंसी इनटू कोर कॉम्पिटेंसी, मेरा क्वेश्चन क्या है, सुनो. ओके, अमित तातेड़ की कोर कॉम्पिटेंसी के लिए कंडीशन क्या है? व्हाट आर द कंडीशन फॉर कोर कॉम्पिटेंसी विद अमित तातेड़? फर्स्ट आंसर ऊपर वाला, फर्स्ट आंसर, दिस इज द आंसर. व्हाट आर द कंडीशन फॉर कोर कॉम्पिटेंसी विद अमित तातेड़? ओके, व्हाट आर द क्राइटेरिया फॉर कोर कॉम्पिटेंसी विद अमित तातेड़? नाउ हाउ अमित तातेड़'s competency will convert into core competency? How Amit Tated will develop his competency as core competency? So first point, Amit Tated will ensure his resources are valuable. Second, it's very rare, it is not available. If it is available easily, how I can differentiate here? Third, it should be difficult to imitate, it should be difficult to copy. And fourth, it should be non-substitutable. Substitutes should not be available. If substitutes are available, then it is not a core competency. I do think everybody clear, Malik, with this point? Ha ya na? Everybody understood? Okay, now tell me, core competency is for industry or organization? Is core competency for industry or organization? It is for organization, not for industry. It is for organization. And this is what a difference between key success factor. Key success factor was with industry. So always for industry, there will be only 3 to 4 key success factor. But core competency is for organization. There can be 14 to 15 core competency, not more than that. 14, 15 core competency will be there. But for core competency, it should be best way. We should analyze this all things. Okay, so I am asking one question. Okay, HDFC Bank Limited are having certain competency. Now HDFC Bank Limited wants to have, wants to convert this core competency into core competency so that they can gain competitive advantage against ICICI Bank. 3 points or 4 points? HDFC Bank is having competency. Okay, so HDFC Bank is having competency. Now they want to convert this competency to core competency so that they can gain competitive advantage. So that they can have a good market share than ICICI Bank. What should we write? We should write how many points? Okay, 3 points upper ke condition or 4? 4. The answer will be 4. That HDFC Bank should ensure that resources are valuable. HDFC Bank should ensure that resources are rare. Resources should be difficult to imitate and non-substitutable. Understood? मेरे ख्याल से understood ना Malik? Everybody? Okay, help me out. Okay, first of all, if I say Amit Tatede is having core competency, what does it mean? What Amit Tatede will do? What Amit Tatede will do? Amit Tatede is having core competency. It means Amit Tatede will have competitive advantage. But to have a competitive advantage, do you think Amit Tate's core competency should be different from others? Yes. Second, do you think it should add a value? Yes. How you can understand which point is adding value or which point is not adding value is your second concept. That is called value chain analysis. Value chain analysis is taken care by Michael Porter. Okay, so value chain analysis comes into picture with a Michael Porter concept. Okay, value chain analysis. Now, what is the value chain analysis? Basically, to understand which process are adding value to the business and which process are not adding value to the business. Okay, Michael Porter suggests, okay, please do understand, every processes may add value or may not add value. You identify each steps in the processes and identify whether they are a value added process or not value added process. If the process are adding the value, keep that process. If the process are not adding value, remove that process. This is the concept of value chain analysis. So first question, what are the steps involved in value chain analysis? First point, identify the separate activities and assess whether that activity is adding value to the business or not. Okay, example I am telling you is, suppose I am taking an admission for CS students. Okay, so you are taking an admission with me. Okay, I am paying a GST. Now, after GST is paid by me, okay, I am giving you an invoice of GST paid to you. Okay, so anyway, can you claim GST? No, as a student, you can't claim GST. Okay, but I am giving you a GST invoices, GST paid invoices. My question, I am giving you a GST paid invoices. Everybody getting the point? Okay, are you getting the point, Malik? Everybody? Okay, my question is basically, you want GST invoices are being paid. Matlab wo paid. I am sending you. Do you think it is adding value to my business? Are you appreciating that Amit Tatede is giving GST invoices? No, because you are not claiming it out. So why should I do that process only? Why should I do that activity to give invoices to you of GST paid? Okay, so I will give only one invoice where I will write the GST amount. That is compulsory by law. But I have paid the GST, I will give the return of that GST is not adding value. This is what they are saying, the concept. I do think you understood this point. Identify, okay, the separate activity and assess whether it is adding value or not. If it is adding value, keep the activity. If it is not adding value, remove that activity. And this is a concept which is there in chapter 8, BPR, Business Process Reengineering. Business process re-engineering. Okay, the process which are adding value, keep that process. If the process is not adding the value, remove that process. Bharat Mata ki jai. Everybody clear, Malik? Okay, so Michael Porter says, divide the process into two activities. What are the two activities? One is primary activity and one is supporting activity. What are the primary activity? The activity which are directly adding value. Supporting activity which are not directly adding value. What are the primary activity which are directly adding value? So 5 activities it suggests. First point, inbound logistic. Second, operation. Operation matlab production. Third is outbound logistic. Fourth is marketing and sales, and last is service support. So these are the 5. Michael Porter says, if you need to understand, these are the 5 things which are directly adding value to their business. Example, if there is a delivery in goods, okay, it is having an impact on direct impact on your organization. Yes. Okay, if the product quality is not good, okay, so production is not good, okay, direct impact. If marketing is not good, direct impact. Support is not good, direct impact. Are you getting the point? Next concept is supporting activities. Supporting activities involves procurement, purchase of assets, so purchase of raw material, technology, human resource and infrastructure. Sir, Michael Porter suggests these four are not adding value. ऐसा नहीं है. These four also add value, but not directly. Okay, they are adding value indirectly. Okay, they are four are adding value indirectly. Okay, example: human resource. My staff is not good, but please understand, my service is on time. My service is on time, but my staff is not talking roughly with you. Don't you think it will have an impact also? Yes, so human resource will not have a direct impact, but it will have a indirect impact, because service support is on time, but my human resource is not good in talking. It will have a indirect impact. Bharat Mata ki, everybody clear? So Michael Porter says, okay, this primary and supporting, you should always have a manage this linkage. If you manage the linkage, integration, and this best you can understand with chapter 2 EIS, ERP. If you have studied ERP in chapter 2 EIS के अंदर, you will understand, okay, that when integration happens, the business में value is added. So they are saying you should manage the linkage between primary to primary activities. You should manage the linkage between primary and supporting. You should manage linkage between different supporting activities. Example, in ERP, if you studied, okay, my inbound logistics should also integrate with operation. My operation should integrate with outbound logistics. This is nothing but managing a linkage between primary to primary. Okay, where example, my production is ready, my goods are ready, now it should be delivered immediately. Okay, so production and outbound logistics should integrate. Okay, linkage should be there, and they should update, and so that we can save the time, we can save the cost, we can give the value to your business. Second, okay, managing the linkage between primary and supporting. Don't you think human resource and production activity should be linked with together? Yes, because at the end of the day, who will selecting human resource? Okay, that is human resource department. For production, the production manager should be expertise. Who will ensuring human resource management? That's what exactly you should understand. Atma clear hai? And last point is linkage between different supporting activities. Supporting and supporting, this linkage should be taken care of. Supporting and supporting का logic होना चाहिए. Human resource and technology, procurement and infrastructure, this linkage should be there. So 3 linkage are there. So 3 questions you need to keep in mind. What are the 3 questions? First question, explain primary activity. How many primary activity are there? 5. Okay, so how many supporting activity are there? 4. And what are the linkage? 3 linkage are there. Primary to primary, primary to supporting, and supporting to supporting. This linkage should be there. If this 3 linkage you maintain, you will have a value to your business, because of which, okay, definitely you will have core competency, and core competency will ensure competitive advantage. A last concept of this particular part. Okay, so 3 concepts together you should remember. One is core competency, second is value chain, and third is competitive advantage. My question, what is the meaning of competitive advantage? If you remember, competitive advantage means you are having a market share which is more than competitor. Competitor से ज़्यादा market share is nothing but competitive advantage. Everybody remember na Malik? Okay, so my first question is how to create competitive advantage, how you can get a good market share than competitor. So they say you should focus on 2 things. First is you should have stored resources, and you should have that capabilities of that resources, and then create a value. Okay, my question, 2 minutes back I discussed how the value is created, how the value is created, how the value is created, how the value is created. 2 minutes back we had discussed by managing a linkage. If you manage the linkage between primary to primary, primary to supporting, supporting to supporting. Remember Malik? So here we discuss you should have the resources. First, resources, tangible resources, intangible resources. That resources should be capable enough. Now, when we are discussing capable enough, when these resources are integrated, linked, okay, understood, masala. Okay, first resources. When resources will be capable? See, understand, resources on itself is not capable. Resources are there, you are having tangible resources, you are having intangible resources, but on its own it is not capable. So you should integrate resources to create a capability. And once you create a capability, then you can give the value to the customer. And if 3 things happen, you will be having competitive advantage. So my question is very simple. How to create a competitive advantage? So first of all, you should have a resources. Second, you should have a capability. How capability comes into picture? When resources are integrated. And after capability, there should be a value creation. Because of capability, there will be a value to the business. Bharat Mata ki jai. Everybody clear, Malik? Ha ya na? Yes or no, Malik? Understood, Malik? Okay, second scenario is very simple. Okay, so what characteristics of resources and capability should be there? Okay, resources and capability you discuss now. Okay, my question, ekdam simple question comes into picture. How to gain a competitive advantage? How you will get a competitive advantage? 3 things. I should have resources. That resources should be integrated. That is called capability, and that should give a value. Now my question, okay, so what are the characteristics of that resources and capability so that you will have a competitive advantage lamba, sustainable? You can have a competitive advantage long term. Okay, so they say there are 4 points. First, that resources and capability should be durable. Yani it should be a long term. Okay, resources should not be a short-term resources. It should be a durable. It should not be durable. Non समझ आ रहा है, लंबा चलना चाहिए. Second, transferability. That resources and capability should not be transferred to competitor. Example, if I am saying I am having Amit Tated is a resource for one organization, okay, Amit Tated should not be transferable. If it is transferable, it is a big deal. Sir, how I can go to competitor? The reason is simple. Competitor can give me a more amount of money. So my organization culture or ethics should create like this. Don't go behind money. Ensure something good into it. Okay, we will give the money, but you ensure something go to target or something like that. That is called second point, transferability. Avoid transferability by creating ethics in the organization. Next point, imitability. Competitor should not imitate. Competitor should not imitate. Competitor should not imitate. Okay, imitate. Again, I'm telling you, okay, they will not imitate. ऐसा नहीं है. They can imitate. They will imitate. But do you think the imitating okay factors goes long time? तो I can have a competitive advantage for long term. ओके जितना टाइम लगेगा इमिटेट करने के लिए, हिंदी में आई एम टेलिंग, ओके हाउ मच टाइम इट विल रिक्वायर टू इमिटेट, टिल दैट टाइम आई शुड ब्रिंग अ न्यू कॉन्सेप्ट इनटू पिक्चर. Example, I'm version 6 right now. If example, I'm into version 6 teaching. Okay, suppose here Abhinaya is copying me. Okay, she will be copying what? Version 6 only na? But till the time Abhinaya is copying me and Abhinaya comes into market, I should be version 7. And Abhinaya, it will not be easy for Abhinaya from converting version 6 to version 7 because Abhinaya is not coming on 7 from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, she's directly going on 6, but going on 7 will be a challenge because she require that R&D. Understood? I do think Bharat Mata ki samajh mein aaya. So imitability, okay, I am telling you it is imitable, but how much time it takes for imitable? Okay, depends your competitive advantage, sustainability. And last point, appropriability. Okay, profit should be shared to that resources. Example, if I am working in an organization, okay, appropriation of profit is must. If organization is getting a profit because of me, okay, they should transfer some profit to me. Okay, the reason simple, if they are appropriating profits to me, okay, they can restrict my transferability. Are you getting the concept? So 4 characteristics is required. What are the 4 characteristics? Amit Tated, suppose Amit Tated is a resource for an organization, so Amit Tated should be durable. Amit Tated should be transferable, नहीं होना चाहिए. Transferability should be avoided. Okay, second point. Third, Amit Tated should be difficult to imitate. And fourth point, Amit Tated should be, there should be appropriation of profits to Amit Tated. Bharat Mata ki jai. I do think everybody clear with this concept. Okay, understood Malik? Everybody understood? Okay, here we end with your first concept of chapter 2, which is again a very good concept and 101% question will be there. So 3 concept and 1 concept which we discussed. What are the 3 concepts we discussed right now? One is core competency, second is value chain, third is competitive advantage. Along with this, remember key success factor. I bet 100, mark customer raised to square, 101%, okay, you will be getting a question on this particular part. 101% you will be getting a question on this part, Malik. 101% you will be getting a question on this part. Bharat Mata ki jai. Everybody clear? Okay, everybody understood, Malik? That's it exactly. So this, out of this 4 concept, 101%, and I'm telling you, you may get a 2 question on this also. Okay, after that we are coming on portfolio analysis. What is the meaning of portfolio analysis? Okay, now portfolio analysis is basically a concept where organization is dealing with multiple parts or multiple products. Okay, so to be very precise, Tata Group example, which we have discussed in chapter 4 and chapter 5, is basically linked with portfolio analysis. Example, Tata Steel, Tata Motors, Tata Insurance, Tata Consulting Services is nothing but a portfolio analysis, Malik. Okay, so now how to manage the portfolio? We need to discuss few of the points. First of all, okay, they discuss the concept of SBU. SBU ka full form is Strategic Business Unit. Now, what is a Strategic Business Unit? Okay, if you remember, business level manager takes the decision, okay, for whom? If you remember Tata Group, okay, along with Tata Group, Tata Consulting Services is there. Tata Group, Tata Consulting Services is there. Tata Consulting Services is there. Tata Group mein, Tata Motors are there. Tata Insurance is there. Okay, now these things is nothing but SBU. To define whether they are strategic business unit or not, 3 characteristics you need to keep in mind. What are the 3 characteristics? First, it is a single business or collection of related business. Yani example, Tata Motors, Tata Group, Tata Scene, whatever. Okay, that can be planned separately. Okay, I do think you understand Tata Group, Tata Consulting Services need to plan separately. Okay, then Tata Motors. Tata Motors need to plan separately. Then Tata Insurance. Tata Insurance need to plan separately. Then Tata Steels. This is what you need to understand. Second, it is having own set of competitors. Okay, Tata Group is not having a competitor as the other group. Adani Group will be there, okay, or Reliance Group will be there. But you need to understand, Tata Motors के लिए other motors are competitors. Okay, the Tata consultancy services के लिए Infosys is a competitor, so own set of competitors, and it has a manager who is responsible for strategic planning and profit. That is called business level manager. So three conditions, if you satisfied, okay, it becomes strategic business unit. The same answer you will come across in chapter 7, where we will discuss about organization structure. Okay, but nevertheless, these are the three things, three characteristics you need to be kept in mind. These are concept right now. Okay, second concept is experience curve. We have discussed this all together today only. Sir, what is the experience curve? How much you experience? Okay, जितना ज़्यादा experience आएगा, okay, how much you gain, the more experience. Don't you think your जितना ज़्यादा experience आएगा, your cost per unit will be reduced? Answer is yes. Okay, initially you may take a more time. Right now, example I'm telling you. Right now, if you see the Hindi marathon, okay, so what is the difference right now? SM marathon I'm taking 2 times. Last week only I took the SM marathon, okay, in Hindi, okay, in Pune, and now I'm taking English marathon. The big difference I'm finding is, okay, the rate by which I need to convert this concept in English by my brain is taking a time. Okay, the example, pura Hindi marathon I completed in 3.5 hours. Everything, what the same thing I'm teaching right now. I'm not teaching anything extra. Malab, everything I'm teaching the same thing. Okay, but it completed in 3.5 hours complete marathon. But it was in Hindi because I was very used to it. Understood? And for English, if you understood, okay, yesterday we took 2 hours almost. Today it is 2 hours. 4 hours we completed only 5 chapters. Okay, 5 chapters, 5, 6, 5, range is there. So probably I am taking time, which I understood today. Probably because of this English conversion, it is taking me a time, because I Hindi में अगर बोलने लगे माँ कसम खत्म कर दूँ मैं. Okay, I will end it out. But that's exactly what I want to tell you. This is what exactly they are saying, experience curve. Suppose after this revision batch, I take one more English revision batch. Suppose after that I have one more revision batch within this 2 weeks time. Don't you think third time I will be taking a less time? Third time English I will be taking a less time. This is called a concept of experience curve. That's it. Cost per unit will be reduced. Right now cost per unit is more because I'm taking more time to complete the batch. Okay, this is exactly a concept of experience curve. So as and when business grows, they gain experience. Experience may provide an advantage over competition. Okay, right now I may not have an advantage over competition, but after an experience I may have an advantage over competition because I can complete in less time. Large and successful organization poses stronger experience effect. That's it. And one more point is product life cycle. If you remember, okay, I discussed this product life cycle with you. Okay, how many phases are there in product life cycle? If you remember this, like this phase I discussed, one was introduction, one was growth, one is maturity, and one is decline. 4 phases are there when we are discussing about product life cycle. Product life cycle I discussed this along with chapter 4th. Okay, stability strategy. Sir, these 3 concepts were there for portfolio analysis. Concepts are there. Huh? So what are the 3 concepts we discuss right now? This is only understanding concept. Don't worry, if this question come in examination, the answers are very easy. But to the extent these are concepts which will be used again. Okay, so 3 concepts. One is strategic business unit, second is experience curve, and third is product life cycle. This question may come separately or MCQ or something like that. But I doubt, okay, directly question comes into picture. But the answers are very easy. Features, okay, benefits, features, benefits, like this. But along with this, okay, one important concept in your examination will be there, and that is what we call a matrices. How many matrices are there in our syllabus? Okay, if you are aware, there are 4 matrices. One is BCG matrix. Okay, second is ENSOF matrix. Third, you will have ADL matrix, and fourth is GE matrix. These are the 4 matrices, and there is 99% chances that in examination you get 1 matrix. And once this is complete, okay, I do think everybody is clear. Chapter 2 will be done, because after that there is a SWOT and TOWS, which is very simple. Hardly 5 minutes. Okay, we'll be ending with this. Okay, but these 4 will take a time. So next probably I don't know, whatever, till 10-15 minutes, whatever time it takes, I'm just explaining it out. Okay, so whatever time I take, okay, just complete it out. These are the more important concept, and I believe that these are the some of the concept which somebody may be lacking with conceptual clarity. And probably BCG maybe everybody is clear, but ADL and GE may sometime, ADL is 100% maximum bouncer for many of them. ओके, ADL तो इतना बड़ा देख के वो कंफ्यूजन हो जाता है, बोलते है क्या और याद कैसे रखने का, हाउ टू रिमेंबर दिस. ओके, तो जस्ट विल फोकस आराम से. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, दिस मैट्रिक्स कम्स विद, फर्स्ट इज BCG. BCG का फुल फॉर्म इज बॉस्टन कंसल्टिंग ग्रुप. BCG मैट्रिक्स, व्हाट BCG मैट्रिक्स सजेस्ट? BCG मैट्रिक्स सजेस्ट, अगेन वी आर डिस्कसिंग पोर्टफोलियो एनालिसिस. व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ पोर्टफोलियो एनालिसिस? पोर्टफोलियो मतलब, ओके, आई नीड टू कंपेयर माय प्रोडक्ट विद अदर प्रोडक्ट्स, और आई नीड टू कंपेयर माय प्रोडक्ट विद माय अदर प्रोडक्ट्स, and taking a decision, taking a strategy, deciding a strategy. What this matrix helps, 4 matrices are there. What this matrix helps? This matrix helps for taking a decisions. This matrix will help to take the decisions. That is what exactly we need to understand. So BCG matrix is Boston Consulting Group. They divide your product or your SBU, strategic business unit. It can be a strategic example. Tata Group, if deciding, Tata Group will decide this particular format for Tata Motors, Tata Insurance, Tata Consultancy or Tata Steel. But if Tata Motors is deciding, Tata Motors may decide, okay, for Tata Nano, Tata Jaguar or Range Rover or Tata Safari or Tata Vista, Safari or something. Okay, it depends whether it is a product or whether it is a SBU. You need to decide, okay, how should you take the decision. Okay, so BCG matrix says your product or SBU can be divided into 4 parts. One is star, one is question mark, one is cash cow, and one is dog. And this depends on 2 things. One is market share and one is market growth. But make it sure when we are discussing a market share, we are using a word relative market share. Market growth, it is not relative market growth. Why, sir? Relative market share, matlab you need to compare with something, then you can tell this much, okay, this is high or low. Because here there are only 2 factors, one is high and one is low. High and low. Market growth high, market growth low. Market share high, market share low. But in market share we are discussing relative, yani comparative with somebody. Okay, so relative, if I am saying I am having this much market share, compare with somebody or compare with your other product, then you can tell me, okay, it is relative high or relative low. Okay, so here we need to understand market share is relative. If I am having a high market share, good market share, and market growth is more, sir, what does it mean? Example, listen, everybody listen carefully. Example, I am saying 1,000 customers are there in market, and I am having, okay, 800 customers, and you are having 200 customers. Okay, this is something market share high, market share low. Understood this example? Everybody, yes or no, I will require this time because yes and no. Itna, at least those who are sitting, at least please do help me out. Okay, at least those who are sitting. Okay, so yeah, everybody. Okay, so my question, please understand. This is high, this is low. Okay, now when I say, if I am saying 1,000 ka market is today, tomorrow if the market is 1,500, it means market growth is there. Are you getting the sign? Okay, and in market growth, please understand, if I do not do anything, I'll be having 800 only. Okay, additional 500 may go to him. Understood? Therefore, if market growth is high, I need to advertise because the new customer should not go to you. If new customer go to you, okay, the scenario may change. Right now, I'm having a high market share. Okay, so इसीलिए if you are into high market share and high market growth rate, your star investment is required. You need to build this star. You need to invest in stars. You need to invest in stars. Are you getting the concept? Because if you didn't invest in stars, suppose this 800 is Amit and you student are 200. Okay, so Amit, if don't invest, he may get only 800 in next new scenario, but student may get 700. Don't you think scenario may change in near future? Yes, therefore the star wala should invest again and again. Therefore the strategy should be built star. So if you have a good market share, and if you have a good market growth also, invest star, you are star. Second, other than scenario, if your 1,000 is market and again, okay, the market will be 990 only. Okay, market growth is not there, it is in negative. So this means market growth is low. Getting the point, Malik? Market growth is low. Market growth is low. In this case, okay, almost 800 mere paas rahenge, so I am not required to advertise because market is with me only. Therefore, this concept is called cash cow. This is only the concept which is called hold. Hold, cash cow, hold. तो strategy में first is build, second is hold. Build किसको करने का? Star को build करने का, because market अभी भी है, market is there. Hold, to whom we should hold? Cash cow. We should not let this 800 का market share go to you. That is what we need to understand with hold. Okay, but if it is question mark example, right now, okay, if you think from your perspective, okay, 1,000 ka total market is there, this is total, 1,000 ka total market is there, 800 is Amit Tated share and your share is 200 and you know there is a 1,500, now you are question mark, because in future if Amit does stored advertising, okay, Amit may have a good market share and you may have a less, but can you convert yourself into other scenario also by doing extraordinary things? Yes, that is question mark. Yani question mark may convert into star or may go downstairs also, because once market growth is reduced, okay, that star will convert into cash cow. This is what exactly they say. Therefore, question mark, they say, okay, use the strategy that is called harvest. Harvest means what? Okay, invest. Okay, invest मतलब try करो, short term gain, invest. जितना आ रहा है market से लेने की कोशिश करो. Don't worry about future. And dog, okay, it is basically divestment. Divest means, okay, altogether I should suggest the close. If you are aware that 1000 is a total market and now it is going 990 and the A is taking 880, okay, then you are getting only 1110. Okay, better option. Okay, resource divest karo. Okay, then if you remember, I told you today second lecture, divest, don't attach any stigma, because by divesting you may start some other question mark which you may convert into star. Therefore, these are the four things. So, how many products are there by BCG? There are four products. One is star, one is cash cow, one is question mark, one is dog. And all four, there are four strategies. What are the four strategy, Malik? Okay, one is build, one is hold, one is harvest, and one is divest. What is the difference between harvest and divest? Harvest means short-term gain. Okay, stay connected. Don't remove short-term gain. Take out short-term gain. Don't worry on hard work. Short-term gain low. And divest, okay, out of the market. That's it. Okay, the Atma clear hai? This is BCG matrix. BCG matrix focus on this point. And of matrix in our syllabus is having the same answer which we discussed yesterday. If you remember, okay, the expansion ki strategies are how many? If you remember, intensification and diversification. So here also they focus on, ENSOF focus on two things. One is existing market, new market, existing product and new product. And if you remember, if there is existing product and existing market, it is market penetration. If existing product is there and new market is there, market development. New product and existing market is there, product development. And last point is diversification. And if you remember this answer we have discussed, please do understand this concept. It is what similar with chapter 4th. But sir, when we should write chapter 4th and when we should write ENSOF interest and ENSOF wala. Okay, do you remember in chapter 4th we discuss diversification? We discuss how many types of diversification? In chapter 4, we discuss 4 types of diversification: horizontal, vertical, concentric, conglomerate. Okay, if question comes on diversification, what should we write, sir? We should write ENSOF, because ENSOF ka masala, you don't have anything extraordinary in diversification. Huh? ENSOF mein you don't have any extraordinary in diversification. ENSOF you need to end it out. Everybody, ENSOF you need to end it out. Okay, ENSOF does not have a diversification. So in this point, okay, in this scenario, okay, diversification comes into picture. So sir, when we should write ENSOF or when should we write, what we suggest is basically chapter 4th answer. If specifically asked for ENSOF, mention ENSOF. If not, write chapter 4th answer. If specifically asked for ENSOF, mention ENSOF. Else, write chapter 4th answer. Otherwise, chapter 4th ke baki don't write any other answer. Atma clear? Everybody clear, Malik? This is something which you need to write about ENSOF. Okay, next strategy. ENSOF wala clear, Malik? Okay, so when you should write ENSOF? Okay, when you should write ENSOF ka suggestion? This 4 suggestion, when you should write? Acha. Okay, when the ENSOF question is there, else you should shift yourself to chapter 4th only. Atma done? Everybody? ठीक है. I'm starting audit in Kerala market. I'm starting audit in Kerala market. What you will write the answer? Ananya Singh's diversification. With diversification, Ananya, horizontal, vertical, or concentric or conglomerate. Market development. Sir, what is the market development, Smriti? Market development. Okay, now Smriti, if I assume, okay, I teach audit also, but I assume I don't teach audit. Assume don't teach audit. I'm not teaching audit. I'm teaching first time. I'm teaching first time audit in Kerala. Assuming. Okay, forget my past. Assuming. Diversification, everybody clear? Diversification. But whether you will write diversification or it will be which type of diversification? It is horizontal, vertical, or concentric or conglomerate. Abhinay answer is coming concentric. Ananya is saying concentric. Yogendra is saying horizontal. Exact answer is horizontal. It is not concentric. Concentric is basically, see, horizontal. It is about teaching. Okay, I require the same infrastructure, same process. Okay, if I'm into teaching, I require a classroom, I require a board, I require a pen. Okay, if I'm teaching this one, okay, I'm teaching, instead of subject is changed, but the teaching is same, nare. Teaching process are same, na. So it is horizontal diversification. Horizontal. Then what will be concentric? Example, I'm starting library. Along with teaching, I'm starting library. Now, starting a library will become concentric diversification. Understood? Everybody? Now, I do think everybody clear? If I'm starting, okay, now my question comes, okay, if I ask you a question like this only. Amit Tated starting audit in Kerala. Assuming Amit Tated not teaching audit. Assuming Amit Tated not teaching audit. What you will write the answer? Okay, what you will write the answer? What you will write the answer, Malik? Okay, answer will be concentric diversification or only diversification as per ENSOF. Because in ENSOF there is no types of diversification. As per ENSOF there is no types of diversification. So what should be your answer? Your answer will be concentric diversification. Okay, because when you should write diversification? Only if ENSOF question comes into picture. If I ask you, Amit Tated is starting audit first time in Kerala. He is teaching first time only audit in Kerala. Okay, in Kerala. Okay, now please understand, as per ENSOF, Amit Tated ka kaun sa product hai? It will be diversification. Now it is diversification. But if I am not asking ENSOF, then your answer will be horizontal diversification. Hopefully you understood, everybody understood, Malik. Atma clear? Perfect. Okay. ये होने के बाद, okay, ये होने के बाद, right now this particular point has been done. Okay, after that this portion goes with the ADL and other things. So I will just update it out.